Welcome to the CraftsmenInc podcast again, guys. This is another episode. It's a very special one and very special time. I don't know if you guys know. Obviously you don't know because it's 3:30 in the morning. We just finished a massive sleep on our next guest. And he's a very special guest, so I have to get this right. So I have my phone ready. He is World Powerlifting Congress Karnataka 2022-23. World Powerlifting Nationals 23 and World Powerlifting Karnataka 24 champion. Did I get that right?
That's correct.
Joseph Moses Parambi. Welcome to the show, brother.
Thank you so much.
It's an absolute privilege. It's so exciting. I've seen some of your videos and fucking hell, man, you're one controversial fellow. So good. It's so nice. So how was the experience? First tell me, little build-up we'll give for our tattoo space. How do you like the tattoo?
See, I love the tattoo. I loved it, like from the bottom of my heart. So I think for anyone that knows me, I think they've always known that I've had a tattoo, like a tiny little band, right? But it was done really badly, weird lines, not straight, random spaces, one side bigger than the other. So I think for like the past 2 years, I've been thinking, hey, I need to like just go get this fixed at some point. And then I just kept delaying. Last week I was here with a bunch of my friends, right? And I decided, oh shit, maybe I just get it done. And so within 1 week, designs were done and we just started.
You like the design?
I loved it. Basically, I told you.
It's my podcast. You can't say you don't like it. It's the same. I really like how it's panned out. Krishna's done a fabulous job. Great stuff, Krishna. And if you guys don't know, Krishna, Sia, Harish and Dev are manning the camera right now, and they are really special superstars because we were all working all damn day and it's 3:30 in the morning. That's the passion. We're putting the podcast out to you guys. So when you see it, please share it with your friends and do all of that stuff. Now coming to the hero of the moment. Tell us a little bit about yourself, bro. How did you get into this powerlifting thing?
How did I get into powerlifting? Oh man. So I think I've said this story once before, but like it was back in 2016. It was almost the end of my first year of college. And I was seeing this girl, okay? But she didn't know she was seeing me.
Already got it interesting. She didn't know she was seeing you.
Bro, so she was into me, and then I got into her later.
Okay.
And bro, we were like pseudo dating. I just hadn't like popped the question, right?
Okay.
And like, dude, she was always like lying down on my lap and things like that. And then one day, we were in the field. So the college I went to had this massive field. And she's lying down on my lap. And she just looks at me and she's like, oh, do you know I'm dating someone now?
What?
Straight up to my face. And this guy was a friend of mine. I didn't even know they were talking to each other. And she just hits
How did this start off with such a controversial podcast? Is a super hit, man.
It was crazy when it happened to me. Like, I couldn't believe it. And when somebody tells you there's something like that on your face, right?
Yeah.
I'd be like, what the fuck? You gotta like play it cool and shit, right? I was like an 18-year-old guy. I was like, oh, okay. But like on the inside, I was like, fuck, how did this happen? And that happened, and then I spent a little time, maybe like a month or so, trying to get her back. And then like I was like, fuck this. I am gonna double down.
And double down you did, man. My God.
Bro, actually it wasn't just with lifting, dude. Everything in my life changed. Like everything.
That heartbreak, no? Initially it's always that heartbreak that we have a live example in our studio. I will not mention his name at all. But anyways, so then you got into powerlifting directly or just gym first?
No. Bro, so there was this program called Stronglist 5x5. Okay, it had you squatting, benching and deadlifting. That's all the program asked you. It didn't give you biceps pulls, nothing. It was just squat, bench, deadlift. And I just stuck to that program. And I started becoming really good at squatting, benching and deadlifting. And I was like, oh shit, like why can't I just do this all the time? And then I found out it's a sport. It's actually the sport of powerlifting.
What are the, I'm so sorry, but what are the weights you do currently, just for the audience?
So I have a 290 squat, I have a 160 bench and a 300 deadlift in competition. So I have a 750 kg total in the 93 kg weight class.
Oof, you're currently like 93. So you do 160 bench.
Yeah.
Just for you guys to understand, like in layman's terms, that's, I'm 100 kilos. And maybe Kanna is 60 kilos. Basically what he's saying is he'll have Kanna and me. Imagine that visual, then you know how drastic it is. And bench presses like that. How many do you do counts? One?
Yeah, so powerlifting, you just have to do everything for 1 rep, exactly.
Okay. And then, so the whole the whole powerlifting started. And then when did you realize this was, okay, maybe the breakup thing and all got me here, but now this is my
Bro,
this is
I
my
got
dream.
over the breakup thing in maybe less than 6 months.
Okay.
Dude, I became so into powerlifting at one point, right? So basically at that point in my life, everything changed. It wasn't just powerlifting. I started studying, I started reading, I started doing other things in my life that were just like, I was like, bro, I just need to change my life at this point. Like, I don't like being the person that I was like when this breakup happened. I was like, I just need to change it. So like everything in my life changed, and I don't know, I just got over the breakup. Like 3 months later, I didn't care about it at all because I was autistic about powerlifting. Like, I can't explain it. Back in those days, I could not like.
It has to be that much passion, no? Especially when it comes to fitness and anything like that. If it's not done with 150%, then there's no fun in it. I know what you mean. I saw one of your videos. I remember. I don't know if I got the gist of the video right, but it's about that 10K running.
10K running.
Yeah, something about 10K. If you do 10,000 steps. It's not. It's maybe it works out for you, but it's not exactly.
So that's actually a myth, okay? 10K steps. I'm not going to say it's a bad thing.
But it's not great. No.
It's a good round number, but it's not exactly correct for everyone.
Okay.
10K was created by like this footstep counting company, a pedometer company, and they just use the number 10,000, and it just became standard. I'm going to be straight up right now. My coach has been doing 10,000 steps right now.
Really?
Yeah, he has been doing 10,000 steps because 10,000 it's a good number.
Okay.
It's not a perfect number for everyone. As in 10,000 is a very good number to start off with, then you increase, decrease depending on how your body like works out. But it's a myth saying that 10,000 is the correct number.
It's not, okay. And also by profession, I believe you are a lawyer.
Yes, I do corporate disputes.
If someone showed me a photo of you, if I met you, I mean the way I met you, and then I saw your videos, quite literally the last profession I would have put you at is being a lawyer. Like, are these judges not, sorry for all the judges, please, I don't mean to get into trouble with anybody. In court, when you sort of, walk into court and stuff, don't these judges get intimidated by your sheer, like...
So the last time I actually argued in court was in 2022. So right now I handle a portfolio of litigation. So I get lawyers to take care of my cases. I still do go to court, but it's mostly as the authorized representative of my company. So I have to do sworn statements and things like that. It's no longer how I was back when I was in a law firm. So I used to be in a law firm called Trilegal, where I was, arguing matters and things like that. I was a junior there. Then I made a switch to in-house. I joined a company called Navi. You know Sachin Bansal?
Navi sounds familiar. That loan company, no?
Correct. So it's owned by the co-founder of Flipkart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Sachin Bansal. He got his buyout right from Flipkart, $1 billion buyout from Walmart. And then...
Why does he even want a company after that, after $1 billion?
The man is a genius. Like, let me just tell you that story.
Yeah.
He is a genius. As in the way he thinks about things, his vision for how things should work. I have never met a man like that in my life.
Really?
So dedicated. He puts in over 100 hours every single week into Navi. I don't even know if the man sleeps. The company has 1,000 people. He knows what every team in the company is doing, and perfectly.
If I secretly wanted some loans, can I use you as a influencer?
Just get the app. You just download it.
No, I've seen it though. I've seen the app. How do you find the time to balance between such if it was a very small, simple, calm job, fine. Between law and between this powerlifting that you do and the influence, you're a bit of an influencer as well, right? You have, not influencer, but...
Influencer, I just say it.
But you do things, full on, How did that happen? How did you decide to, first thing is, how do you find the balance between these three? Mm-hmm. And how did you decide to get into that sort of a character, like the Joseph Obsidian character, the personality? Because from the first day I met you here, thought you were like this coy dude who's just so chill, silent, he's just minding his business. But he goes to the gym and he's a beast. Comes out of the gym, he eats his chicken and rice, goes home and sleeps and gets on with his work. But then I saw your videos. I was like, who the fuck is this? Who's this man that I'm seeing? It's crazy. Some of them are crazy. That Bhuvaneshwar thing I'll never get over.
One of my best videos ever.
It's just so good. So how do you do this? How do you find the balance? Firstly?
So there was always a balance between working and lifting. No matter what, I had to go lift. There was no option other than not lifting. And not lifting was never an option for me. Work has always been there as well. Usually 8 to 12 hours a day. I start work at like 10 in the morning, get done by like 7:30ish, and then I head to the gym. So that's my standard. When I suddenly decided I wanted to like start posting, things changed a little bit for me. So I never really wanted to create, like I never considered myself being a great content creator or an influencer. I still don't consider, I feel like nobody should get influenced by the decisions I make in life, right? But I decided one day, I woke up in the morning, I was like, fuck, I need to go talk trash on the internet today. I need people to know my opinions on things. And so I got this guy, this videographer called Aaron.
Okay.
And Aaron and me just started making videos.
That's
and it's just how it started. Like for the first 6 months, I was not getting any followers, I was losing followers.
Yeah.
And then I just kept doing it because I fucking loved doing it. I just loved it. And
How did it catch fire? What is the...
bro, I think after a while, if you just put in the effort, like, I guess the followers come in. And I think a lot of people agreed with me with like some of my beliefs. Like some of them are so controversial. So controversial. Like I get DMs today for reels that I posted 8 months back. How controversial they are. Like there was this one time I posted this reel about therapy, like people that go into therapy, right? I feel like a lot of them don't actually want to become better.
I completely agree to that.
Yeah, they have a victimization complex, and if you go into therapy with a victimization complex, it's never going to help. And the controversial opinion in that video was that I don't think therapy is the best option, especially if you have like low-grade depression or anxiety. There are multiple peer-reviewed studies that show that literally changing your eating habits and starting to lift have better results than taking medication or going for therapy. And when I said this on the internet, every fucking person disagreed with me. Right?
Yeah, so on a personal level, right, speaking from my experience, I think the lowest of lowest I've ever been was last December. And I had reached 117 kilos, my weight, borderline obese or maybe obese itself. And a lot of things went wrong, a lot of crazy things happened. But I think, I don't know, I'm not saying that nobody should go to therapy or anything like that. I personally believe that if you put enough efforts by yourself, you can fix whatever the
100%.
whatever the problems you may have. But then I started training. So everything in life basically went wrong. Whatever could go wrong in a man's life went wrong. Everything. I lost a very close friend. She passed away, and I went broke, and a little bit of a confusion at home, and everything that could go wrong. I quit my job. I quit my previous job. Everything that could go wrong went wrong. So then I was sitting on spot, and I genuinely felt what depression was for 20 days. Everyone at home got worried, wondering what's happening to them. Because I'm always the guy who's laughing and cracking jokes and pulling everyone's leg, right? And I'd become like this closed out dude. So for some 20 days I was like that. And then I remember a couple of my friends going on drives and stuff like that. Some of my closest friends actually. I mean, I always mention his name, Tabrez, and then there was another friend of mine, Joey. All of them have been like super supportive, whatever. But one day the switch happened, right? When the switch happened, I was like, okay, if I can't control everything. Everything's gone wrong. Fine. What can I control? I can get my health back in check. I had a heart attack scare also.
Oh, shit.
A little bit. It wasn't.
You had a heart attack?
No, I didn't have a heart attack. I had a scare. My entire left side froze. I was sweating, lying on the bed. Yeah,
Isn't that a stroke?
No, I didn't. Nothing happened.
Okay.
So this whole left side was like not frozen, but it was in super pain. And what happened?
No.
It was in super pain, and what do you say? Completely sweating on the side, and my heart was pounding. So I'm wondering what the hell is happening. Oh shit, this, that. I got off my bed and walking up and down, trying to figure out what happened. And 5 minutes later, it's gone. Then I called my brother. He's like, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Get out of the house, go to the hospital, get yourself checked. Do all those scans. And the doctor told me that no, nothing, your heart's actually in great shape. It's perfectly fine, nothing. Could have been a panic attack, could have been some gas thing. I said, it's not gas. Could have been panic attack because I was under a lot of stress and all that. And I said, okay, what can I fix? I can fix my health. That's one thing I have full control of. From that day, I'm not kidding, Joseph, I started light. I started like half an hour, 40 minutes. And I have this one routine that I follow. It's like a bit of power cardio, it's some bag work, little MMA, then calisthenics. It's a nice routine, it's a nice rounded routine. So I started, about 210 days I went on. Everything in the head changed. Everything in my life changed. My life got on the track, the studio started, everything started getting better. I'm not saying that it's because of that. But I know one thing for certain: my head cleared up. My head got better. My attitude towards life got better purely because I started working out. I started focusing on my physical health.
100%.
Yeah, and I truly believe that. I don't know if I'm sure therapy works for a lot of people, and therapy doesn't work for a lot of people. And a lot of people victimize themselves, which is true. But I think that if a human being pushes themselves in the right direction and focuses on only that and try fixing that, I think they can solve it. I think.
You ever had the DBC from Corners?
Yeah.
Death by Chocolate?
Uh-huh.
A really good analogy. Therapy is that little piece of whipped cream on the top. As in, if you had a bowl full of whipped cream, it sucks, right?
Yeah, it's horrid.
You put a little bit right on the top of your ice cream, it tastes fantastic and it just rounds off everything. That's what I think therapy is, right? When you've put in everything else and you're putting in the effort, you add a little bit of whipped cream on the top and everything just perfectly
It's great. It's great to talk to someone, but the funny thing is, a lot of people think, and I don't know if it's the way they've advertised the whole therapy and everything, or I don't know how if they've advertised mental health, but a lot of people think that this solves the problem. It doesn't. It doesn't solve shit. It helps you talk to someone, get a little bit of grounding on what, and someone who's experienced, someone who understands psychology better, and someone who understands what's going on.
So I have actually gone for therapy before.
Huh.
Yeah. So I lost my dad and all that, and it was a very hard time in my life. But the reason why I think therapy did help, for me at least, was because when you're able to formulate the problem, you can figure out answers. A lot of people don't know what the problem is. Like if you just sit down for a while and think, hey, what is the problem in my life right now? You will be able to do A plus B plus C. Okay, this is the solution that I need to get. And that's what therapy really helps with. When you start vocalizing and trying to explain yourself to another person, you're able to put the problem into one statement and then fix it. That's what I think therapy really helps with.
That's true. I'm not saying it doesn't, but a lot of people think that, okay, I go speak to some dude, my life's going to be fine. No, it doesn't work like that. That's not how it works. You can't have unresolved family issues that you haven't dealt with or something hasn't happened, and then go do your thing and come back and sit and be the same person. If you try changing that, this will help. The conversation you had with your therapist will definitely help. So what is the grief that people gave you about this when you...
Bro, I'm not even kidding. The number of therapists that just DM me, just trashing on me. There is one therapist who messaged me yesterday. I posted this reel in July. I'm not even joking. She posted a story about me yesterday.
She posted a story?
A story about me yesterday. So this is the woman, okay?
Okay.
She was just trashing me on my views on therapy. She was just like trashing my views. And yes, so this happened, this chat is from 21st July. Yesterday she posted a story about me.
Saying what?
Just trashing me again.
But why? What is her problem?
Dude, I think, I don't blame her. She's a therapist herself, right? And somebody came out just trashing therapy. I guess she did have to protect her entire identity or whatever it is. Good for her, bro, I think.
But you didn't trash it. Now, when we spoke, you were just right about it. You're talking about the fact that you've gone.
But you can't tell people that, right? You can't tell therapists that, hey, your job is a very superficial job. It's like the...
Oh, like that.
I get it, bro. I'll tell you something else, right? In your large corporate companies, right? Your legal teams are always blockers to a lot of things.
Okay.
And if you tell the legal team this, they'll defend themselves. Oh, we're just trying to protect you all.
Correct, yeah.
We are blockers, okay.
Like that. Okay, yeah.
So nobody wants to hear that they are
Nobody wants to be called out in any aspect of their life, I guess. But I really think if it works for whoever it works, it's great. You have your opinion about a certain subject, but I believe, from my experience, I can only speak, or we can only speak from our experience. If if it works for you, when it works for you, great. But the way I fought my battles and got out of it was purely just sitting, introspecting, and figuring out my life, and then trying to do what I can do. I truly believe that fitness works because I've experienced it, so I can say it.
It's not just you. It's not a belief that you have. There are peer-reviewed studies that confirm this. That changing your eating habits and literally exercise are one of the best changes for depression and anxiety that you do.
Not nobody, but a lot of people don't want to put in the
Effort, yeah.
Put in the
exactly.
effort. They don't want to run. They want to just say, hey, no.
I can't do anything. I'm the victim in this situation.
Tell me another situation where these people give you grief about.
Bro, a lot of things, bro. As in, I think if you're making content in general, you just have to be okay with getting hate. And
True.
I knew I was going to get hate from the beginning itself because I knew, like, bro, the way I talk, the way I, just throw myself in what I wanted to say on the internet, I knew people were going to hate on me, like, from the beginning. Recently, I got into one fight with one big fake doctor.
About?
Like 2 months back, I think this guy made this clickbait video about how Diet Coke is bad and like a bunch of shit. And I was like, bro, I cannot listen to this. So I'm a huge Diet Coke drinker, right?
Okay. You think it's okay? I don't know the science behind it, but
it's completely fine. As in, unless you're drinking like 70 or something like 75, 80 cans a day,
okay.
you're not going to see any really bad effects on your body.
What did he say about it?
He says that, it'll cause cancer, it's super bad for gut health. This is the only argument that's correct. It's not very good for your gut health.
Okay.
Yeah, that I'll also agree with right now. But all the other arguments of it being super cancerous for you and all that is all bullshit. As in, it's been debunked again and again and again. Studies that have showed, there might be a cancerous link, usually will have a really bad methodology behind it, which will show that, it's really bad for men but not bad for women. And then another study will show that, it's really bad for women and not bad for men. There is no conclusive proof on this. And I'm not going to start fear-mongering people and telling people, bro, don't drink Diet Coke because, I saw one study that day that said this. But I think in the fitness industry in general, scams, oh my God.
There are, right? There are so many.
It's everywhere because the thing is, to be really good at like lifting, or let's say if you want to become a competitive powerlifter, it's so fucking simple, bro. You eat your chicken and rice every day, you get in your 9 hours of sleep, and you train really fucking hard.
Sleep 9 hours a day?
Yeah.
You have to?
Yeah. I take an hour long, so I sleep 8 hours at night and then 1 hour nap in office.
It's 4 in the morning, man.
Yeah, the vibe has just been good, bro. So
great. No, but just tell me a bit about the routine, how the day starts and
So now it's going to change a lot.
Okay.
But I'll just tell you till like last week what it was. I wake up at 10 a.m. I leave for office at 10:30. I get to office at 11. Then I have a full days of work till 7:30. But in the middle of that, I do take a 45-minute to 1 hour long nap around 3ish p.m. Around 6:30 or 7, I will leave office. And then I have to drive all the way to my gym, Relentless Strength in Indranagar. My office is in Sarjapur.
Oh man.
So that takes a little bit of time. It takes me like 45
That itself is a workout.
yeah. I sometimes get tired just like doing that, right? But I'm not going to lie to you. The gym that I train at, oh my God, it is the best. I don't think it's the best facility in Karnataka. I think it's the best facility in India.
What is the name of the gym again?
It's called Relentless Strength.
Relentless Strength. Where is this?
It's in Domlur in the Nagar.
Where does it sound
It's
familiar?
not too far from me. I think if you go down one of these roads, it's relentless.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It sounds familiar. Relentless Strength. Yeah, okay. So
What a gym it is.
Yeah?
What a gym. I don't know how to explain. Like, it's made with love and it's made with passion. The guy that owns the place, his name is Bharat, an old friend of mine. He has just had a passion for like fitness for so many years now that when he made something like this, everybody knew it was going to be great. You want to guess how much it cost to open that gym?
How much?
Just throw a number out there.
To open the entire gym?
Yeah.
No, big numbers, man. Like golds and all that. I don't know. How much would it
And
cost?
gyms don't actually cost a crore. Like, the really good gyms that cost you 1.5 crores.
I would assume 1.5 crores is less.
You can get a very good gym for 1.5 crores.
Really?
Yeah. A very good gym for 1.5 crores.
What are you saying? Okay.
A very good gym for 1.5 crores. Because
How much did it cost this dude?
4.5.
Oh, really?
They created a structure and everything just for the gym. It's beautifully well done. They have custom-made equipment. Do you know what a monolift is by any chance?
What is that?
It's a kind of machine that you do squats in.
Okay.
But it's a very specialized piece of equipment. It's you don't have companies in India producing it.
Okay.
So they have to get one custom-made.
I saw one of your videos where I saw something that you were using equipment that I had not seen before.
Well,
You're squatting,
Yeah.
and you just, I think you
Yeah,
lost
yeah.
balance,
Correct.
and that thing carried it.
So that
The
is a
entire thing
monolift.
shook. Oh, that's a monolift. Okay.
That is the most expensive piece of equipment in that gym.
What a
5 lakhs.
path-breaking equipment that is.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, this guy's carrying these bloody hundreds and thousands of kilos, and suddenly maybe you had a moment, and maybe you had like whatever low
I don't
BP.
know what happened. I just couldn't like rack it back in, and I just like, oh fuck, I'm gonna die, and I just the first thing that came to mind was just drop it like.
Yeah, but that's imagine the guy who patented that technology, man. That's insane. That's so
It's
good.
beautiful. I love it so much.
So you go to the gym at what time?
I'm there between 7:30 and 8. I'll reach between 7:30.
And how many hours a day you do?
Till the gym closes at 10:30.
10:30, and then what's the routine? Go home and to
One second, I just need to say something to the camera. Bharat, if you're watching this, please give me a key to the gym, okay?
Yeah, this is your
I've been
camera to
asking him
speak.
for a while. Bharat, bro, I want to stay past 10:30. I want to stay till like 11:30. Just give me a key. I'll lock it up and go.
Yeah, please, Bharat. Please. So after that, you go back home, head to bed immediately?
No, go back home, chicken and rice, finish a little bit of work. I also coach clients, right?
Oh man,
So I finish my coaching client between after I get home till 1 a.m. So I usually eat dinner while I'm like doing all of my clients.
1 till 10 you're sleeping. No, 1 till
Yeah, I sleep at 1 and I'll wake up at 10. That's correct.
wake up at 10.
Like somewhere between 9:30 and 10 I'll end up waking up.
And this is the process for how long? How long have you been doing this to get here?
Ages, bro. Ages. Like I can't even tell you a number. This has been like my life for years now. And it's not even like it's a hard process anymore. I have enjoyed this process since I
I'm
started
sure.
in 2016.
I see it, man. I genuinely see the happiness you feel like you're in your place of
Oh, yeah.
your happy
100%.
place in the gym. Like
100%.
I don't know how many people are shitting on the videos, but I think that you're
That's my thing,
the
bro.
training. That's your scene. That's your
When
scene.
God made me, he was like, this boy is only going to be good at one thing.
Powerlifting,
Lifting weights.
If you multitask, don't downplay
I'll
yourself.
be very honest. I don't think I'm great at anything else.
Really?
I'm not good at anything else. But the thing is, I've enjoyed the process of powerlifting for so long now that I became good at it because I enjoyed the process. It's not the other way around, right? I didn't get into the process in a really hard way and then become good at it. I just fucking fell in love with the process and then I just became good at it. That's how it happened. But like when I say like my full-time job, right, as a lawyer, I cannot say that, oh, I would be the best person to do the job.
Okay.
I could be replaced. I am very much replaced.
Oh, I got your point. Yeah, so powerlifting is your
It's my thing. It's
scene.
my thing.
It's your jam. Now, another subject I wanted to touch was, it's a little bit sensitive, guys, but I don't know if you feel bad, then I don't know what to say. But most gyms, most people who train extensively, most people who are big and beefed up, the subject I'm going to, is this whole thing of steroid and steroid abuse and all of that comes into play. What are your thoughts on it?
I'm very pro steroid use, but I think it'll be for a reason that most people don't think, right?
What is it?
I don't believe the government should be controlling us so much. As in, why should, if I have the option to use steroids, why should somebody stop me from using steroids? It's kind of like I have never used before, right?
Okay.
But when, I have a good friend called Dion, and Dion does use steroids, right?
Okay. Are you allowed to say those names? Is it okay?
Yeah,
Dion's
he's
okay?
very open on his Instagram.
Okay, great.
Like his Instagram, he keeps posting videos about how he became unnatural and all that. I love it. He's so honest, unlike like many of the other influencers in India. Love Dion for that. But I also know that there are a lot of people that discredit his work ethic. They're like, oh, you're just on steroids, bro. That's why you're this massive.
You can't just you can't just inject steroids and not put the hours and just look.
Dion
Whatever
is
it
one
is,
of the
you have
few
to,
people
right?
that I know that has a better work ethic than anyone else I know. That
Okay.
boy has been eating plain chicken and plain rice for some 6 years straight now. Like I flavor my food. That boy doesn't even flavor his food. He just eats the same thing every day. His job is to eat, and his physique is godlike.
Yeah.
Godlike.
He's won like competitions and all that stuff.
He does compete in bodybuilding.
Okay.
I don't know what all he's won, but he was Mr. Junior India for a while. I think last year or 2022. Great guy. Dion, if you're watching this, bro, I love you, my man.
So I personally think, I've never used and I've never had or
Same.
the reason to, but I think that to each his own. If you are aware of the pluses and minuses, if you know what it is, and if you're aware of what happens if you do it, if you abuse the substance.
And then the same question come for alcohol and cigarettes. Like,
Yeah.
why are you allowed to? We should stop selling alcohol.
Stop selling alcohol. There are so many things we should stop. But sugar, man, sugar is fucking
pretty bad.
natural killer. So, but that's okay. Everybody's okay to have sweets and rasgullas and advertise all the great sweet companies and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But this, no. Oh, this.
Or steroids can't be used. Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Someone uses, they use whatever. If
I
they're
have
okay.
crazier opinions than this. As in, I don't just think people should just be allowed to use steroids. I think every competition should allow steroid use.
Really?
As in, I think the Olympics.
Really?
Everyone is already on. As in, at this point, it's just who can hide it the best.
You think? I
don't
thought they
think I
have
know
like
for a fact.
I thought they have like some serious tests.
They
and
have
stuff,
testing,
huh?
but then even the testing systems in different countries are different. For example, like in the US, you have year-round testing.
Okay.
So people can come randomly test you. So their testing is harder. Like very specifically in North America, I'm talking about Canada.
Okay.
Very strict testing. Then you have a country like India that barely does any testing.
Okay.
So
I want to know. I'm just curious. Now, when they say that this sport, let's say I don't know, so I want the knowledge. When they say that okay, we are running, you're an athlete or whatever, you're representing your country in whichever place. Who tests whether you're on any substance?
So in India, there's something called NADA, NADA.
That is,
National Anti-Doping Authorities.
they will test you, not people from the Olympics.
When you go for the Olympics, and the Olympics has their own committee, which is WADA, I think, which is the World Anti-Doping.
What do? They take blood samples.
Yeah, urine samples I think are the most common.
And how do you like? I mean, how do you pass that?
I don't know the science behind it, but there are some
There are techniques.
great coaches that do it, and they charge a bomb. It's something like 2.5 lakhs a week.
So you can be doping and still not be caught.
Yeah, there are masking agents, things like I don't know the intricacies.
Same, I was very curious to find
But
out.
I know that there are masking agents. There are ways you can taper off because all steroids only last in your body for a certain amount of time, depending on the ester you use. So if you use shorter esters, you can stop your steroid use way before the competition and be fine with it. For example, India's testing is not very good. They just do urine samples, which are the least effective compared to your blood samples. So when I was training with the Kerala state team, those guys were very open about their steroid use. I love that. They were so open about it. And I would just straight up ask them questions like, hey bro, how are you beating the test? All of them would say the same thing. Hey, we use very short esters and we cycle off 30 days before competition. So when they test you on the day of competition...
We're revealing some serious trade secrets here, man.
I'm not even kidding. It's not a trade secret.
It's not,
secret.
I thought it's like...
If you're in the sport, you'll know this. If you're into weightlifting, if you're Olympic weightlifting, if you're into powerlifting, if you're into bodybuilding, everyone's on steroids and they don't even test you for it. But for like powerlifting and Olympic weightlifting, if you've competed like state level and above, you know this.
Tell me something, Jose. This... now let's say you're a power lifter, correct? You're not a bodybuilder. What's the difference?
So bodybuilding is the best body, right? Who
Correct.
looks the best? They score you based on aesthetic, muscle size, muscle definition, feathering, a bunch of things. Whereas powerlifting is who can do the best at 3 lifts specifically, right? The squat, the bench press, and the deadlift.
Okay.
So that's the difference.
Sorry to cut you on, so sorry.
No, sure.
The longest, I think, whatever I remember, the person who had the world record was Ronnie Coleman, no?
He's won it 8 times, yeah.
For the squat.
No, he was a bodybuilder, so he won the Olympia 8 times.
That I know. But he had the squat record also, no? In the world, some 800 kilos, no? So,
He had 800 pound squat in single ply equipment. I don't know if it's the record. I'll have to check this.
yeah, I remember that. So I thought that, I mean, let's say you're a trained bodybuilder, like now you've ripped, jacked, all of it, and now you want to shift to the whole, I want to power lift. What is the change there? What do you do?
Training styles.
For example?
So bodybuilding, the easiest way to explain is bodybuilding is a lot of high rep stuff.
Okay.
Whereas powerlifting, there's a lot of very low rep stuff. Because in competition, you have to do 1 rep. Right? So a lot of things that I work on are rep ranges between 1 and 5.
That's it.
Mostly. We do have blocks where I do above that. All my accessory work also is above that. But that is the biggest difference. Also, bodybuilders that switch into powerlifting actually do very well.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Because they already have that muscle, right?
They have the foundation.
Converting that into good amount of strength is not that hard.
Tell me some of the highs and lows of the sport.
Lows are always injuries.
Okay, yeah, that's one of them for sure.
I slipped a disc once, and then I slipped a disc twice, and then in 2024, I got myofasciitis.
What is that? I know
It's
this.
a lower back injury where the fascia,
Okay.
it gets very sensitive, and it hurts really bad because the day I got injured, it was in April if I'm not wrong.
Okay.
I basically hurt myself so bad, and you could feel the pain start onsetting. And I'm like the moment it happened, I was like, fuck, I need to get home right now. And I get home, I lay down on my bed, and I just fall asleep. The next day when I woke up, like you can't move. I was calling my
Was this
friend.
when you were working out?
No, I went home and I went to sleep.
No, when the pain started coming in
While
working out? Oh.
Yeah. And then I go home, and then I literally cannot get off my bed, right? I'm so stuck there. I call my friend Arvind, I'm like, hey bro, you need to come pick me up and take me to the hospital right now. And that's what happened. They started injecting painkillers into my ass. All that.
What are your? I wanted to ask you this because I don't know. I have a feeling you'll have a certain opinion about it. What are your thoughts on Andrew Tate?
I'm not very fond of him.
No? Elaborate, please. I want to hear.
So there's always the misogynist side and all that, but I actually dislike him for a very different reason.
What is that?
I do think that back in the day he was a misogynist. Now he's been PR trained to say more, smarter things, not misogynist statements because he's become so big. The thing that I hate that has basically been his propaganda for years now, right? Is money is everything.
Okay.
I don't believe in that. I strongly disagree with that.
It's not everything. It is something, though.
I think it helps in life, But I'll be very honest. As in, I've gone through that phase of not having anything. And then I did get a good job and all that, and bills started getting paid.
Okay.
It removed stress from my life. That I did.
Yeah.
And it really helped me with certain things like being able to afford whatever food I want. But I cannot say it brought me happiness. I cannot say
that's true. Yeah. That's not. No chance it can bring you happiness. But I've been broke, and I've had a lot of money in my account also. If I had to pick between the two,
everybody would pick the
I'd say a lot of money thing as well. And, even if I had all the sadness in the world during the time I had a lot of money, but
no, I don't get this thing.
No, but I've been sad both times. I've been sad. I've been upset with life, and I've been down and out both times. When I've had a lot of money and when I've
everybody would want a lot of money, right? But I think there is this one entire thing of that, the only way to do well in life is just have a ton of money. But I feel like a lot of people that end up in very good paying jobs, right? Your doctors, dentists, lawyers, they always have the highest rate of suicide despite these careers. Always be they do. As in, statistically, dentists have a very high rate of suicide.
Really?
They have the highest, I think, out of every profession.
Wow.
Dentists have it. And dentists get paid well. It's not like a bad paying job. Why do you think that is? And I think it's because people just keep chasing money without realizing that they have no passion for whatever they're doing. People just go through their entire lives just not finding what they want to do. And then they're like, fuck, I'm lost. I have a ton of money. Okay, then let me just travel 40 countries. And I feel like a lot of people lose purpose. Money wasn't made for you to chase money. It was for you to figure out and make something out of that money, right?
Yeah, fair.
And I spend most of my money on powerlifting. I have 2 coaches. I spend a shit ton on food. I have a private chef that I pay for now.
Why do you have 2 coaches?
One coach takes care of my powerlifting programming. I have a second coach that takes care of nutrition, cardio, weight management.
Oh, like that.
Yeah. So that's why I have 2 coaches, and they work together.
Now they work together.
Now I've added them on a group chat together. I'm like, boys.
I'm confused. Why does now one coach takes care of the powerlifting, one coach takes care of the cardio?
Weight management, nutrition, those kind of things in general. Yeah.
This powerlifting coach doesn't.
He specializes in programming, writing powerlifting programs.
Okay.
And he's great at it. His name is Rahul Gogoi.
Okay.
I have loved this guy since I started working with him, and he's great at that. But at the same time, powerlifting coaches in general, right? They are not always very good with nutrition and a lot of other aspects that a bodybuilding coach is very good at. So I hired someone. I wouldn't per se call him a bodybuilding coach, but he is a coach has great understanding of nutrition, cardio, supplements, things like that. And that's why I hired the second coach.
And let's say someone's aspiring to become a powerlifter. What's your?
There's one app on iPhone and Android. It's called Stronglist 5x5. Just download it. Gives you the option of how many days you want to work a week. Pick that 3-day a week option. You're set.
That's it?
That's it. There's nothing more. Powerlifting is not hard.
But advice, life advice types to these people, these kids who are trying to get to where they're getting, where you are at.
It's a lot more important to stick to it for 10 years than optimizing anything. If you do this shit for 10 years, you will become good at it. Learn to love the process. Don't learn to love any sort of results. As in, I have never been happy winning a medal, right? As in, this is very... I don't know, greater than thou kind of thing that I'm saying.
But go for it.
You win a medal, you're happy for, 5, 10, 15, the rest of the day. That day, you're feeling great, you're on top of the world. But it's the fact that I love the process so much that has brought me where I am today. I think that's how it's worked for me.
What are your thoughts on the current, this is another sensitive subject, the current generation, the young kids at this moment, the whole advent of Instagram and influencing and what do you think about their their ideologies and life? Tell me something controversial. I'm waiting.
Actually, don't. I think generations always change, right? Like,
Okay.
My dad's dad did not like how my dad was doing things.
Correct.
Because my dad got into sales and all that. My dad dropped out of college because he just wanted to do something. He was that kind of kid. My parents, I don't think, would approve of me saying shit on the internet.
Okay.
But this is how it is. As in,
No, but
things change over time.
now the current, I've noticed, at least personally, I've noticed lot of people giving unbelievable amounts of attention to relationships and the whole boyfriend girlfriend situation and.
See, can I just stop you on 1 second? I think there's been a good shift on that front.
Really?
Okay, as in, that arranged marriage thing that we had in the previous generation.
Correct.
It's changing now.
Correct.
People are more willing to
It's
date and all
changed
that.
drastically, yeah.
And people are willing to find someone that they want. You might have like a second opinion, people are just dating 40 people at the same time and all that. Yeah, there are downsides to it, I'm sure. But I think people are finding their person now, which I think is a lot nicer than.
Really?
I think so.
I think that people invest too much time in the whole
relationships?
in not in a relationship. I mean, if you are in a relationship, then yeah, man, give it.
Oh, you mean just like being a fuckboy?
No, I mean like, let's say you're dating someone or you're chilling with someone or whatever. At least from the time that, or at least for me, I don't think my time also they were quite idiotic about it, but you're dating someone and things don't work out well, and then for me at least visually it looks like they take a longer time to recover from that now. The younger kids.
Bro, I feel like a lot of people that don't have like a vision for their life take a very long time to recover.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh shit, this relationship is my entire identity. Then
that's the part I was talking about.
I fully agree with you, bro. I don't like that mentality. As in, even with my younger sister, right? I always say like, boys are not what you need to be looking at. You need to be studying, you need to be lifting, you need to have a passion in your life. And then everything else just falls into place.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it's supposed to be.
Whatever works. So now we're going into the segment where we try out food. I've ordered some burgers for both of us. I want you to we'll have a bite. If you like it, you like it. You don't like it, do the obsidian thing. Destroy it. Can we have the burgers, guys?
What burger did you get? I've heard of this place.
I can't say it out in public.
I can't say it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a burger. It's a paneer burger. We are going to have paneer burgers now. I'll not say. This guy is controversial. I'm going to just keep away from all of this rubbish. This is a paneer burger with some great amounts of tomato and onion in it. You ready for this?
What's that?
You will know when you eat it. I'm not going to say it out. Just try it.
I've heard of this place. I see it on Zomato a lot.
I've eaten there before. It's a little bit cheating because I always try and order from a place that has that I haven't tried before. But this is good.
The add-ons on this are fantastic.
Yeah, buddy. That's my style. You like the whole paneer add-on, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I love the paneer add-on.
We are going to eat this burger right now and check how it is. Ready? Oh, you already waiting.
Oh, fucking fantastic, bro.
Alright.
This is fantastic. I love it. Camera, this gets the Obsidian approval. What is this place called? Burgerama. Burgerama. Sponsor me. Sponsor this
It's
episode.
so good. I never get bored of this paneer burger, man. This is perfect.
I love it, yeah.
The paneer is so good, right?
Agreed, bro. Agreed.
Like it?
Loved it. This is a great
Smash.
choice. I can't believe I haven't tried this place before.
Yeah.
Because I'm a huge burger person. I went to Goa. I must have reviewed like 3 different burger places.
There used to be this dude, man, many years ago. Friend of mine. What is his name? I mean, I'm not in touch with him anymore. Neeraj, I think. I think I mentioned this last time also in one of the videos. He used to have this thing called Juicy Lucy. I mean, his place was called Snoop Pool, right? It's very like weird name, weird. Like it was in Banaswadi, somewhere in the interiors of Banaswadi. But he had opened the place and he had invited all of us. He said, "Come try out the burgers here. It's good." And I'm also a die-hard burger fan. I went there. Oh, what a burger! It's crazy. He had this thing called the Juicy Lucy, the same ingredients in the burger. Outstanding. I've not eaten a burger like that in Bangalore, but he shut shop. I think. I don't know. I'm not in touch with him.
Oh damn!
But if he did exist, that was a burger to eat. Where is the best? Goa?
Burger Factory in Goa.
Oh,
Good burger.
very good.
But I don't like anything else in their menu. The burgers are fantastic. The fries suck. The milkshakes all suck. I'm like, bro, like, how did you fuck up everything on the menu and somehow get all the burgers right? Like, I could not figure that out.
Where have you eaten the worst burger?
Bro, you know how everybody really likes KFC zingers?
No.
I hate it. Bro, everybody
I don't
loves
like it at all.
I hate it too. It's disgusting.
So I truly believe in this. I think that if it's a biryani, it has to be mutton. Now I'm just going to say it, man. I'm not going to just act like a vegetarian. If it's a biryani, it has to be mutton. If it's a burger, it's got to be buff. A buff beef, whatever.
What's your favorite fast food burger? Bro? Only fast food places. Like, this place doesn't count.
I can say this McDonald's is fast food, right? But I had the chance of eating in a McDonald's in Bangkok. It was literally the only country I've visited in 40 years of my life. I want to always travel, but I've never gone. So we'd gone to Thailand. So in Bangkok, one of my friends told me that you have to try the burgers outside of India. I mean, eat at McDonald's. So I've been there. Have you eaten at a McDonald's outside of India? I lost my mind. I had the Angus beef burger there.
They have an Angus beef burger.
Yeah, Angus beef burger in McDonald's.
Okay.
I had that. I was like, what on earth is this? How can McDonald's be like this? Because for what I know and what we've been raised to here, aloo tikki and that fucking shit is what we have to eat here.
You want one controversial opinion? I don't fucking know how people like that aloo tikki burger that they sell, bro. It's so bad.
So bad.
It's not a fucking burger. Like they shove on samosa.
You know, as kids, we used to have in birthday parties and all. When you go to a vegetarian kid's birthday, they'll give you cutlet. They'll give you this cutlet with only aloo filling inside. It was just like that. It was so bad. Aloo tikki. But there's another artist of ours. You met her, right, Uma? Uma's the reason any one of us even touch vegetarian food. She's purely vegetarian, and but she doesn't eat burgers at all. There's this other friend of mine who I mean, you've probably met her, Pri, my adopted daughter, my daughter.
I don't know.
Pri likes the aloo tikki burger at McDonald's. I keep giving her grief about it. How can you possibly call that a burger?
It isn't.
It's aloo and a bun.
I'll tell you a really good burger, but it's actually not a burger, it's a sandwich. There's a place called Just Loaf in Kormangla. They have something called a Chicago style sandwich. It's a steak between two.
So good.
Yeah, that's damn good. Just Loaf has this burger, Chicago style sandwich.
Okay.
It is basically just a piece of steak between two really buttery pieces of bread. And they give you one pepper sauce or something with it. God, it's godlike. You just dip it in, you eat it. I love it. It's my favorite thing on my menu.
Have you eaten at Jethro's?
Jethro's.
For a burger guy, I must say you have not
tried much.
You haven't. You should. Next time you want to eat a burger. Yeah. His name is Jethro, I think. I think I met him once, many years ago. One of my friends, Chris, actually introduced me to this. Chris or was it Abel? I'm not sure. Either ways, so he had this very small situation at home, like a home kitchen. You have to order, and you place the order, you transfer the money or whatever, and you have to transfer it yourself. We used to have it like that. In the middle of the night, man, after all the partying and raging that we used to do before, we get that burger, and they have this one sausage and bacon and all of that kind of burger. Oh, that man's burgers are just so good.
Does he have a restaurant now?
Now he's on Swiggy.
Okay.
It's on Swiggy, and I think now very recently got onto it, and it's so good. You guys must try. Jethro's is, I don't know why we're promoting
called Jethro
everybody,
or Swiggy as
but
well?
yeah. Jethro's.
I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
Jetros.
Literally tomorrow.
Another thing I never, before we finish this podcast, what are your thoughts on how did you never get into alcohol or
No, I was
substance or
doing
anything?
alcohol on that.
Never.
No, I did.
Then
I
how
had my
you
phase,
thought?
bro. Weed, alcohol. My first alcohol, the entire year, bro. There's not a moment I was sober. But then I went. Bro, I was not one of those people that was well on weed.
Okay,
So
same
we used to
here.
only smoke hash in college.
Same here.
And I'm not gonna lie, bro. As in my personality is, I would not be friends with me on that's high on hash.
Really? Why?
First, I'm super anxious.
Same.
And not just when I'm high. Like if I use it for like a week straight, right? That anxiety just stays with me. I don't know how else to explain. My personality becomes so dull. It becomes, excuse me,
No.
very dim.
You have to burp. that's the sign of a good burper.
And then I lost complete motivation to do anything, bro. And then my life was just, when can I get high next? Between class, after class, before class. That was literally all it was. So I just completely quit everything cold turkey. Alcohol, I don't think I've quit. I still drink maybe twice or thrice a year.
Yeah.
My birthday, Lollapalooza.
Thrice a year is quitting only.
Yeah.
I used to be a chronic, I don't know if I can say alcoholic, but I used to be a chronic alcohol drinker. And then the whole fitness journey started. No? I took off. Now recently on my birthday I drank again. But back on track, back on the whole fitness routine. But yeah, it never stuck. It never like stayed. So coming to the last little fag end of our wonderful podcast, what are your thoughts on the whole the podcasting experience?
I love it, bro. I really like the setup. It's a tattoo studio. You got piercings over there.
Yeah.
And you come to the set and you have
Art
a
studio. Full
podcast
on.
studio. I loved it, man. The first day I came here itself, I was enjoying myself. I was sitting on that chair that day, and I was watching.
I'm glad you had a nice time, and I really had I had a great time.
You know something I
designing.
learned recently? People just come and hang out at tattoo studios. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, right.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, just a lot of their friends, his friends, friends. They come. It's just a vibe. They chill.
Yeah, just a
Some
vibe.
people
That's
get-
exactly the word you use.
Yeah.
Just a vibe.
Some people just come. They hear, come have chai, come whatever.
And chill and then just go, no?
Yeah, that's just the artist life. All
Like
of these,
family.
yeah, full on. We're genuinely like family. This team is. I can't stop praising these buggers. They're just
I love that.
found them at the lowest of lows. Will take them with me to the highest of my highs. And yeah, I never. Every time I talk about the studio, I keep talking about how grateful I am to Karna, Krishna, Jay,
How
Uma.
long did it take you to open this place?
So we opened, I think, about 40 days ago.
Oh, it's very recent.
Yeah, about 45 days ago. And we've been setting up, we got registered and all long ago, like 3-4 months ago. Then we were figuring out logistics, so to speak.
Got it.
What is that? Anyways, so thank you so much for
No, bro, thank you. This was
having
my
us
first podcast.
gracing us with your presence. I don't know, I keep saying this, gracing us with presence. I'm going to say another thing, wait. Thank you so much, Joseph, for being on our show. I hope you had a fun time.
I did.
I hope you break all records that exist in our country and outside as well. And I'd like to see that on TV and tell people, hey, I did a podcast with
He came to my
Joseph.
studio for a tattoo.
He came to my studio for a tattoo. That's the one. And I'll do my finishing statement to the thing.
Done.
Guys, that was the episode with Joseph. He's a great guy, a very passionate man. He's going to be doing wonderful things, I think. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of ours. And if you want to, if you like our content, please follow, like, subscribe, share, and spread the word to everybody. Thank you very much for this evening as well.